Hi guys, it's Pedro here. Welcome back to my channel. This time I want to show you gameplay of CS52 aka LIS, Fox or Zorro in whatever language the name you will speak. So I kinda delayed showing this tank for several reasons. I'm still getting kind of like used to playing this tank. It's not as simple as one may think. Well, since from the start, what we have here, we have a tank that has nice alpha damage. It's kind of similar some way with Tech 3 Polish tier 8 medium tank CS53 as far as I remember the name. It practically has no armor. Sometimes the turret will bounce, super rarely the hull, but I wouldn't count on it. So again, alpha damage, gun depression is not so great, but still a just a little better than the Soviet medium tanks. What else? This tank unfortunately is made mostly for people who shoot gold. Why is that? Well, standard ammunition AP is like I don't know, 980 meters per second the shell velocity, and the APCR, which is premium ammunition in here, is like almost 1500 meters per second. I mean, wow, like even tier 10s usually don't have this kind of shell velocity, so that's big for itself, right? Apart from that, tank has quite average speed, quite okay-ish maneuverability. I have even a problem to pronounce that name. Well, tank's maneuvering is kind of okay. I like, but it's just my my opinion. I think it looks nice, especially with this fox drawing on the side of the turret. And I was lacking lately some medium premium tier 8 tank that would fit my kind of game style, and this is more like it. It's not perfect for me, but I'm glad something like that came out. And again, it's Polish tank. Since I'm Polish, that's like additional bonus for me. What else? The gun is, I would say, moody. Most of the time it hits, but sometimes like when you shoot, you're like 100 percent certain that it will hit, and then it's like bang, it just flies to the, I don't know, somewhere up, like not in the center of the reticle, and dispersion is not that bad, but still it happens. Maybe if you would use different configuration than me, then maybe it would be better. I'm playing with vents. Sorry, I was playing with vents. I've changed it actually because the reload takes some time. So right now I'm having configuration of the stabilizer, of the rammer, and optics. This battle, the first battle that I'm showing, is with low tiers. As you can see, there are tier 6 even, so that's like perfect matchmaking for us, and basically you can show dominance, but since you don't have armor, you still gotta be cautious, because even if they are tier 6, you may end up, well, in the garage quite fast. So what we have here, this map, US&A, as I played as regular medium tank player here. I went for the line 1, and since we are top tank here, we are just pressing forward and forward, and I have some backups, so we were kind of successful in here. Check it out. Obviously, we gotta get rid of this guy in Leo because he would be shooting our back since when we are advancing, right? But that's not a problem. He kind of evaporates quite fast, and we just pressing further on. Yeah, well, those guys tier 6, what can they do when here is tier 8, right? I mean, they have like, well, there's tier 7, but T34, he even bounced on me, and they have 100 to 200 alpha. I have 300 more HP. Obviously, it will end up bad for them. One after another, one by one, we are just moving forward. And also, by the way, we are collecting assisting damage from spotting, which works perfectly fine for me. When the tank is rolling, it's actually the speed is fine. It's not like bad Chatillon speed, but for the tier 8 is quite sufficient. Those enemy team players were kinda helpful. This was kinda late shot by me, so I didn't hit him. Why I say they are helpful, because they were playing quite bad. Well, I mean, why tier 7 TD was rushing to us, that is like mystery to me. But sometimes those games also happen. Oh, this shot, well, wasn't perfectly aimed by me, but I think anyways this shot shouldn't fly this high. Those battles happen. I will also show you in a moment battle of tier 9, and unfortunately the matchmaking for tier 8 is not as great as it was in the past. So often you got tier 10 and tier 8 with your normal shell penetration value, you have kind of problems. Also the speed of that, like I mentioned before, is not that huge, so it's 208 penetration value, as if I remember well. So tier 8, usually you unfortunately need to pack gold, and that's not that nice because you're not earning this much then. Still, which is surprising, even by shooting gold, as I found out, you can earn quite good amount of credit, so that's fine. What did happen here? We came to this ISU 152 and Hellcat. Why am I stalling? I'm stalling because it's ISU, so he will one-shot me. That's why I allowed an unfortunate guy on the left that was there to take the bullet. The shell. I knew it would be me if I would have come first. And now we just have to wait, because there's no point going out there if ISU will aim at us, right? It's like game over. So we have like 5 minute battle. That was the second shot by me that was like too late. My reaction wasn't that great. I guess it was like late at night or something. Anyways, tier 8 we have 2700 over damage and 1000 assisting damage. I consider this very good. Obviously not top, but it's is very good performance. And well, I wish I would have all battles like that going that easy. And I will show you in a moment results, and the next battle that will be a little harder. So here is the second battle. Lakeville with tier 9, so not the worst matchmaking, but still not as easy as in the battle before. We have like 7 tier 9, which is almost half of a team, and part of the the relevant part of the map is the city. So since we are medium of the lower tier in here and we don't have armor whatsoever, we don't have a magazine, that can be tricky sometimes. As for this map, what I want to mention for you, if some of you are new to the game, please don't rush into the canyon, which is line 1, 2, because it really doesn't make much of a sense, especially where there is Arta. Well, this side is maybe not that bad for the canyon, but the opposite, if you start from the north, from the top, that doesn't make sense. Especially on the encounter battles, because while you are doing that, sending there, and you are top tank, you are going there and waste your time. The main battle 99% of the time takes place in the city and your team is losing there, and it's already too late to make up for the what was lost already, the HP of your team. What enemy team has done? Top tanks, which is Standard B and Skoda. They rushed us, they didn't think it through, and this is what's gonna happen. We've hit the Standard B. This guy, Standard B, has no armor and he like rode into us. Skoda, same thing. I don't know, they were maybe in hurry, maybe they have I don't know, they ordered some food or something, and they wanted to pick up their order or something, so they said, hey, screw that, let's just go rush it, like go YOLO, and that basically has given us the victory, because those guys with those tanks, they could, how to say, they could lead this battle to their victory. And since they're both top tanks that are like able to advance, are lost, we just kept advancing and give pressure. What happens here, I was super lucky. There was LT432. I didn't kinda calculate the situation well. Why I was lucky? Because I got rid of this IS-3. It was IS-3A, if I'm not wrong. So he has a magazine, and I managed, thanks to RNG, take him with one shot. Yeah, IS-3A, and that would be a problem for me. He would have taken a lot of damage he would have taken a lot of HP from me if this shot wouldn't be successful, but it was. So here we are. This is RNG, random number generator, and that's World of Tanks. It's not always nice, and sometimes it pisses you off, but in those situations you're actually happy it is, because thanks to that we were able to do all those things without losing 1 HP. This situation here right now shows how this gun works in a weird way. I mean, one time you have RNG like that, and now look at the shooting at it, the precision of the gun. Okay, one shot goes to the bottom, to the left, so we just tracked him. Second shot, we are aiming in the center, and again it went, and absolutely 0 damage. Finally, we have one shot that hit the target properly, and that's why I was telling that this gun is tricky. As you can see, I'm not using any gold ammunition in here, and well, I believe majority of you guys is not using premium ammunition, and or barely, and that's what I wanted to show, how the gameplay in for most of you will look like. We are getting rid of T-34, and there is STR-V, and that is not easy with this kind of ammunition and with this dispersion, gun dispersion. I'm aware that I'm showing video of this tank quite late when it's not available anymore, but it will be for sure. I don't know, I'm guessing that it's gonna be there for, well, at least, if not sooner, for Christmas. Like when there's gonna be packages or some like everyday advent calendar, whatever the name of the event was, shop. Like every day there was a different tank last year, I remember that, and I believe it's gonna be then available. If not, it's gonna be sooner or later anyways. I think those two battles, they were quite fast battles, and I think I show how this tank is performing. Me personally, I like playing with it. It's not perfect, for sure it's not Pro Jetta 46. Still, if you like Polish medium line, you like how this tank looks and how it moves while observing it, and you don't have it still, I think I can recommend it. So that's it, here it is. Would like to hear your opinions about it, and well, see you soon on the battlefield.